Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Who's Next. Bum. No, you can't do it because we'll be off beat.
Okay.
But welcome back to Who's Next. Every time I hear that beat from Who's Next when I'm watching and play back, we need that in the studio because I could just like rhyme over top of that joint. It'd be so nice. But we can talk about it later. But of course, introduce ourselves again. I'm your host Naeem Muhammad, all the way live in the Dean TV studios in the capital of the country, Washington, D.C. Also here with my co-host to my right,
Joshua Salam in Herndon.
All right, and to my left.
My name is Mr. Ahmed, first name Abdul-Malik.
Nice, okay. And together we are
Native Dean.
All right, so of course, alhamdulillah, if you've been joining us or this is your first time joining us, we've been bringing artists from across the country and Canada to find out who's next. Who's that next rapper, writer, reciter, singer, spoken word artist, nasheed artist that the community will be celebrating. So it's been a great competition thus far. We've been seeing so many different submissions and people that have come in and being a part of this. Has there been any surprising moments for any of you guys thus far? Things you weren't expecting?
Has there?
Really?
Oh, has there? So many surprising moments and banter. Yes.
Yeah, there.
Okay,
there
I will
is.
not. I will for the rest of the show. I won't say banter. Okay, does that help anybody?
You just increased my vocabulary. I like it. Yes.
Banter? Okay, cool. All right. I thought you teasing me for the.
No, I
I
like
can
it.
bring out some more words.
Please do.
We'll have every week. We'll start with a word dictionary that. We'll
Hope you have a salubrious day.
salubrious. See? There you go.
Salubrious.
That's Imam
Very
Jahari.
erudite.
Shout out to Imam Jahari.
That's where I got it from.
Very
I know.
erudite of him.
Whoa! See?
A
Oh.
little bit.
All right. So
What was your
was it?
question?
Yeah.
I
No.
don't
It just
remember.
the banter is taking over. It's just verbose. All right, we're done with the dictionary for the day. So I was saying, has there been any surprises? Or
Yes.
What surprises for you?
Well, you know,
Thus far.
being a competition this large.
That people participated. That was a surprise. No.
No, that just to see the various levels of production. You know, you see some people coming all out with production, and you know, one guy had the Dean TV competition on the side. You can see he put some time into it. And then other people. So then you know you see that.
Yes, other
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And
What
then
about
other
other people?
you know, kind of a little shaky, a little, you know. So sometimes you
A little
think,
selfie.
yeah, kind of.
My
So
nerves.
I mean, I being a video producer, of course, I appreciate when people, you know, go the extra mile.
Oh, I like the raw talent. I like
like-
the
you like the
shaky
shaky?
camera. I do.
Shaky camera.
I like the shaky camera with raw talent.
Really? Interesting. So you mean unprepared, unrehearsed?
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen,
He went there.
the comments of Abdul-Malik do not represent the comments of DTV and DTV owners. No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I like because. Like you said, we have so many people from so many different walks of life, and I enjoy that because you do have people who have access to all the technology, and they got a cameraman, they got this, they got nice mics, and they're doing all this, and then you have the person. Only thing they have is they have their raw talent, and they have something to share, and they're sharing it the best that they can.
Like the guys with the desperate heart. Shaky camera, but it was nice.
No, I won't get.
Yeah, don't.
I won't ruin their song. But yeah, also I'm still kind of I was surprised with Ambitious Egyptian. Still, I really was surprised.
But see,
I
I
didn't
would
see
consider
coming.
that. Okay.
Consider that what?
You know,
Not surprising.
no, you know, you put a little, you know, set the camera up, set the tripod, get a friend to hold the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, I have no idea what you just said.
I'm saying that.
Get the
At
camera.
least just, you know, have your friend hold the camera.
Okay. All
You
right.
ain't got no friends.
Yeah.
True. Maybe you don't got a friend.
Yeah. You could just be that lonely kid who's just
That's
writing
true,
lyrics
that's
in
true.
his journal or
And
her
maybe
journal.
maybe somebody doesn't feel comfortable, and that's a good point.
Sharing, yeah.
Sharing, and they're very. A lot of times, work is very personal.
If they didn't feel comfortable sharing, they sent it to the wrong team. We put you on blast.
Well, let's see who's comfortable this week. Our next presenter or our next presentation comes from Abdullah Jamil.
Abdullah Jamil.
Abdullah Jamil, and he has, I think it says rap here. We see it's a piece written by Abdullah Jamil. I think someone said, you see there's a picture in our camera. You know this gentleman right here?
I do.
Yeah. Anything we should get ready for? What do you think?
He's I've never heard him rap.
Okay.
But he's a very calm brother, very involved brother, working with the masjid, working with youth. Okay. Good guy from what I know.
All right. Yeah. Does that help when you're
it's going to help my comments on him if I don't like it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
This guy is
so if he was like a kung fu artist or something like that, you'd be like, would that change? Or he's like, yeah, he's like black belt in kung fu. If I say something about would that?
To be honest, for real. When I don't know the people, I'm you can kind of say stuff because they ain't gonna be like,
oh, that's why. So you gonna see him in the streets and be like, yo, I'm Josh, can I see you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see him.
I'm
gonna see him.
Come me to the side.
And then when you end up next to him, you be like,
something to say.
Yeah, he's kind of like.
All right, that's great. I don't know any of these people so far. It's amazing. I'm loving every moment.
Go ahead.
Of it. Then, so when I'm shopping at Trader Joe's and all of a sudden it's like, boom!
You did know one guy.
I did?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't know that guy.
Oh, you did?
Did that change your
You
perspective?
didn't give full disclosure like I gave full disclosure.
Oh, he did.
But that didn't hold back?
He didn't hold back.
It didn't hold back. And I'm not going to hold back on you either. Abdullah Jamil.
Let's go.
I've seen it all. In my brother's eyes as his pops just died and his mom's barely survived. Running from the good, can you blame him? None of that coulda, woulda, should. I wish I could tell him life's a Tesla. There ain't nothing up in the hood. All he knows is moving that work and leaving faces life in line. I mean, I can't even blame him for fire and black on black crime maybe rising, but that's a stat that only gets the Tommy Lahans excited. Truly, look at it without wilding. Why are they firing? Why is the block always hiring? Maybe it's because people like us didn't change the environment. We're the ones to blame for the lack of unifying all these killings and shootings that had me crying. Even when day out, I stay and contemplate the night in, wondering where else would tie in. But we still gotta stand up against bad policing and work with the law. Trayvon, this ain't justice lost, this is justice lost. They're making sure this counts, but taking much more off. That's why kids grip steel. They came in and hold that sturdy. Doo. Bullets with their backs on the wall like Wizards throwback jerseys. They grab more stock, they leave more shot. Probation, even the courts drop. Ain't they learning from what the gore taught? They were drug dealers, they were resistant. Cocaine pack whips is what I heard enough about. It's a drug war, it's a war being drug out. This world is a facade, the war on crime is the absent lie. The system loves the Bloods and Crips, they want to see them blast that 9. So y'all can kill each other so they don't have to, right? Mass incarcerating the others in their passing time. We need to unify, that's where our passion still lie. Drop the set tripping, it's either that or die. They want to see y'all shoot and not come back a line. Funny how it's so complex, yet it's all blacks and whites. They want to see y'all kill each other, that's how all that sound. Mass incriminating ourselves as we mosh around. Some leaders are murderers and they want to calm it down. Look at what the leadership of Michigan led. It's all watered down. So what does it represent? Using your blood as evidence, what might recompense besides rising negligence? Been tied up ever since. Spineless regiments, blue and red, Pyrus and grapes, dying wars. Separation of colors, what y'all fighting for? Isn't separation of colors what we're fighting against? But then again, I don't judge those signing sets. How can they not when all they see in their life is death? Just think if us all dropped and unified and led with the heart of Shaka Zulu and the mind of Malcolm X. Ain't no telling what happens then. See, I know I ain't dark or black, but some of my homies don't know where their hearts are at. So I'm picking up from the end of where they started at. Valeting from where Rosa Park and digging up Arthur's ash. I know it's gotta get you. Dark enigma, carving scriptures. I'm that same handshake that Jesse Owens offered Hitler. I walk out into a world in a place where I can hardly be. My heart it bleeds for change, where will all this lead? I'm the glass from which Malcolm sees in the awakening state of Martin's dream. And I became numb to the lack of mention of people killed by excessive force to end them. They much rather focus on how they were originally going to end up, or say they shouldn't have resisted arrest or quiet detention, telling them to pick themselves up, but a hand they won't lend one. Don't say the N-word, it's offensive. That's the only reparation they give them, when all they did was take out the ER to put y'all in one. See, jails are the new plantations, is what I hate to see. Not all police are racist, but what's escaping me is lack of conviction of those killing blatantly. The lack of correction of those departments angers me. I wish I can say a human's death is more valued than a better rep, but that's all make-believe. Selfish sanctities led to this complacency. How is mass incarceration not the new slavery? This is Brother Polite in the face of an Uncle Tom. This is the last grain of sand falling to the opposite side of the hourglass into the presence of Father Time. No thought before letting it peel, pressing his head against the steel. The black man is shooting practice with these endless venomous drills, leaving the innocent killed. The contradiction continues to fill. Some people thought Harriet Tubman on the 20 was ill of a deal, but wasn't the White House on the back of it? Wasn't that built on slavery and servitude for real? I guess Harriet Tubman never truly fit the bill. This is a rendition to the expedition, don't think less of it. The less it's written is the less it's given, that's a deficit. Black on black crime gets mentioned quick because the hue of our skin is run on negligence. Wondering why I spell color like the British, just let it sit. I spit it like that because you are at the end of it.
Cool. All
right.
Cool. The brother had bars.
Yeah.
All right.
So did you proud? Is your man? I'm starting with you. Can't pass
No,
the buck.
I went first last time.
I went
See,
first.
when my voice gets high, I mean it.
He went
I went first last time.
And then we knew what happened when he went first.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He did
so
go first.
We back with
When I
you.
was 7 years old.
Yeah, exactly, man. You gotta give me some time, man.
All right.
How you feeling? Abdullah Jamil.
He did good.
Okay.
He did good. So, and my feedback is clear. I know exactly what I want to say.
Okay.
Very talented in the wordplay.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, very talented in wordplay. I mean, the few lines got me like bullets in their back, like a Wizards throwback jersey. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, he had a bunch of them.
He had a bunch of them. So, however, to appreciate that wordplay, he has to slow it down. I didn't understand half of the words that he was saying. It was going too fast. He wasn't enunciating right, pausing in the right places. So I would appreciate him slowing the whole thing down, in addition to shortening it. But we say that with almost every spoken word piece. So shortening it, slowing it down so that people can appreciate all the mastery that he's doing with the words in there. With the Harriet Tubman piece, and I mean, he was killing it.
Like he said, something like he was the awakened state of Malcolm. I'm not Malcolm, of Martin's dream or something like that.
Yeah. He had some nice
Some good
wordplay.
wordplay in there.
And then, so that was the main theme. He also has to be careful about his background. There was some curse words on those papers in the back room that
Oh, really?
probably
I didn't notice.
Yeah, I took a moment to.
Excuse me. Joshua Slam is like the Terminator, where he's like.
You know why? Because I didn't know if he put the time into it and said, that like he put all that stuff back there to kind of go with his poem, like kind of that old movie. This is going to flow back. Something about Usual Suspects.
Okay, Usual Suspect.
You remember that movie with and he was telling the whole
Kaiser
story,
Sose.
Kaiser Sose, and in back of the police officer with all this stuff that he was pulling.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if he was doing something like that. And so I took a moment to kind of look and say, okay, when, like, how long did it take and everything? And then I saw this thing. I was like, oh! So
Okay.
Now people will be
Now people are gonna be
rewinding. They'll like,
rewinding and looking.
good. So we'll see if this
Come on,
one gets
man.
more hits.
Hey, come on.
Exactly. Who's next?
Oh my goodness.
Like, okay. Abdul-Malik.
No, I agree with what Josh is saying. If he had some great wordplay, some good lines, but I really didn't understand. And was this a rap or it was spoken word? He said spoken
It
word.
was definitely spoken word.
No, but I'm saying when he said on here, did he say what
Said
it was?
rap. Naeem read
I
rap.
read
You read rap, right?
Is that like they picked that themselves when they specify it in their when they're in their
Yeah, I believe so. I think.
they
Well,
register with us? Okay.
maybe there might be some typos
Okay.
in there or something. But if it was a spoken word that he intended, I feel that he just needed to slow it down and enunciate. He did have some pauses in there that made you think,
Yeah.
like, and then he went, he paused.
He made you think.
And then he went on. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
In a sense, but I felt that the whole thing was I kind of lost him in places.
Yeah, I think if I just add my 2 cents, I think he could benefit. When they give you those vocal or those kind of mouth exercises before you yellow leather. because that is a big part of it, is just being able to really control. A part that we talk about breath control is one thing, especially when you're rapping and then you're doing this. Then there's also being able to use your mouth and, like you said, really, really be able to the kind of the alliteration of those words, so that every piece, like when you're talking, and there's a difference between, like, I know people want to be cool when they're doing spoken word or whatever. There's a different, like, even for me, there's a difference from when I'm just talking to you guys on the street. We just kicking it, and then there's a way that I speak when I'm on microphone. Because
Like when you're on an Islamic Relief promotional ad
yeah,
or something.
when I'm on that, or even when I'm on stage, like when I'm emceeing, like as when we start our show, because I want to make sure that people hear everything that we say, and hear it in the message. So really, I think there was a lot of great wordplay.
I will say this: out of all the spoken word pieces that we've heard,
You can't say that yet, but we're gonna say what you're gonna say.
his wordplay,
Yes.
I thought was the best of all the spoken word
Okay.
pieces that I've
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
so far.
I will say that.
What do you think I was
Definitely.
gonna say?
I don't know. I was gonna say that maybe you're gonna like bias people's votes somehow.
No. From I don't know if I am or not, but I'm just saying from the
best
spoken
word.
from what I understood, because I couldn't understand a lot of it, but his mastery of wordplay was the best that I've heard.
No, definitely. He had all the metaphors and different things like that, and like you say, he had the pauses, and I think I didn't have a problem with the length of this one because there was enough wordplay to be like boom, and they're like, oh, he did that, and then he did that one, so he had me. But I think again, if he really work on that pronunciation of each and every piece in a way that, and it takes, and if he took his time, I'm just imagining that, because we're saying this is going to be, if he's one of the 8 who are chosen, this is going to be on a mixtape or whatever. You'll be listening to it, and you can take your time. The microphone will be catching everything, because he wasn't like, he was on a camera mic, so it wasn't even to catch him the way that a microphone in the studio. So I'm really looking forward to see where he ends up in the competition.
Let me say one thing. I liked his presence too. Like the way he
And the moving camera.
Yeah. That
created action.
And
I see that.
And to be honest, like I really like the background. I don't know if he did that. I was thinking, is this just a memorial, or is this something that he put together and others put together? Either way, that was perfect, because it is hitting everything. We see there's the Dylan Roof, the people who were Dylan Roof shot there. There's other mention of just love or different things that he was kind of pointing to, peace references and stuff like that. Even talking about the skin tone and all that. These are all points that he touched on inside his piece. That was perfect. I mean, I think, like you said, that was perfect. The production value was there. But we want to see what you value and what you just heard. So we want you to click like on either, if you're on our Dean.tv site, leave your comments there, like it on Facebook, Instagram, or on YouTube. And make sure that you're sharing these videos with your family and friends, so they also can learn and get involved and see what's going on in the community, see what's going on in this competition, and hopefully to see
who's next. Yeah, he hit it.
This Dean TV video was made possible in part by Islamic Relief USA, working together for a better world, by Guidance Residential, the #1 Islamic home financer in the U.S., and by Recycle Processes Incorporated.
Assalamu alaikum, it's Abdul-Malik. You like that? Well, if you want to see more videos such as this, make sure you click down below.